Hello Capricorn, this is Carrie from Celestial Forecasts with your reading for the second half of September from the 16th through the 30th. General reading as always, guys. It won't resonate with every single person. So please do take from this whatever makes sense for you and release the rest. If you are interested in your own personal private reading, all of that information is down below in the description box. And as always, I will include a link to all of the decks and creators that you see here today, Capricorn. So what we're going to be focusing on here today is two hearts in separation or going through some sort of challenge in the connection. Are you guys meant to be? Are you meant to come back together, or are you meant to spend this lifetime together? So we'll take a look and see the direction that this all goes for you, Capricorn. These are the three decks we'll be using for the focus messages. The first is the Divine Masculine Confessions. The second is the Divine Feminine Confessions. Both of these decks are brand new by Bridget Rao of Divine Essentials, and then we'll grab a message from the Soul Activation Oracle deck by Rising Sun Oracle. All right, so let's start, Capricorn. Let's see where this is going to go. All right, so starting off with the Divine Masculine Confession here. Okay, Capricorn, first message. Your first message. I'm guided to this one here. I'm in denial about my intimacy issues and fears of being used and abused, okay? So some of you guys, my masculines, have dealt with this. Either through toxic relationships that you guys have gotten into, other people that have used you, that have abused you in some way. So we'll take a look and see how that all applies as this reading unfolds. But this is where the masculine is at, in denial, when it comes to those issues. And maybe, my feminines, if you're dealing with this masculine, perhaps you already know this. All right, so let's add to this with the Divine Feminine Confession. All right. Guided to this one here. I've turned down so many great people because it wouldn't be fair to them. I'm in love with you. What I'm feeling here, my feminines, is you're dealing with a masculine who clearly has intimacy issues. They've had a bit of a rough road when it comes to love and romance, or just life in general. And you've turned down other opportunities at love because you're in love with this masculine. But there might be some toxic elements to this connection. We're going to have to see. Is it a healthy connection? Is it a good relationship for you? Or would you really be better off detaching from this connection? So we will take a look at that. All right, the Soul Activation Oracle. Angels and Spirit Guides for Capricorn. Third focus message. I am guided to this one right here. We've got fearless. Okay, so this is tapped into the solar plexus chakra, and the crystal attached to this card is pyrite. The number 27 breaks down to a 9, and in this deck, the 9 represents endings, contemplation, accomplishments, some sort of transition that needs to come to completion, and service. Okay, so that's what this is tapped into. Now, there's this energy of being fearless, Capricorn. This could be you, but this could be your person as well. It's just interesting how, going back to the message from the masculine, I'm in denial about my intimacy issues and fears of being used and abused, and I feel, perhaps my masculines, this is something that you're really working through so that you can be fearless, so that you're no longer saturated in this energy of fear over your past, over negative experiences that you've had in your life. So I feel this is something that you are working through, and that is a good thing, to bring that into balance if that is something that you feel you need to work through, or at least acknowledging the fact that this is something that needs to be addressed. Okay, so let's continue. Let's see where else this is going to go for you, Capricorn. This is the Untold Truths of the Heart Oracle by Aqua Moonlight. What else do we need to know here when it comes to you, your life, your situation, your connection? Are you and your person meant to be? So my feminines, you're in love with this masculine, but this masculine clearly has some intimacy issues when it comes to his past, and it could even stem back as far as his upbringing. We have an apology, okay, that is coming through here. Return, forgiveness, gifts. So if somebody wants to come back, that means you guys are not together. They want to come back. They want to come towards you with an apology. They want forgiveness. Either this is you that wants to apologize, Capricorn, or this is your person. So take it for how it resonates in your life, in your situation. We have receptive coming through also. Open heart, softness, and vulnerability. And, sometimes when we feel the need to come towards somebody with an apology, we are very vulnerable because we don't know if they're going to reject us. We don't know if they're going to accept that apology, if they're even open to seeing us or talking to us. So if your person, for example, Capricorn, is receptive and open to accepting this apology, then that certainly can create healing, which is so needed, I feel, in the overall dynamic of the situation. But because you guys are not together, there is an ending that has happened here. But because of that ending, I feel it's given both of you a lot of time to really think about things. We have beginnings, new direction, a fresh start, a chance. I think that's what they want from you, Capricorn, is a fresh start, a new beginning, a second chance from you, or this is what you're wanting from them. Again, take it for how it resonates. We do have consequences, okay? Karma, destiny, cause and effect. There's always consequences to the things that we do. If it's coming from a toxic place, if it's coming from a negative energy. So there's good karma, there's bad karma. And both of those types of karma is a part of either your destiny, Capricorn, or theirs. We also have deja vu coming through here. Past life. You and your person could have certainly connected in a past life. Maybe there was this sense of familiarity with each other when you met this person, and that's because you have connected before, more than likely. There's karmic lessons that are attached to this card, repeated patterns, and those repeated patterns keep popping up, Capricorn, especially I feel for my masculines, tied into those intimacy issues and fears of abuse, because the lessons have not been learned. Okay, so as long as those lessons are being swept under the rug or ignored or just not being learned properly, it's going to keep popping up. It's going to keep popping up. This could actually apply to both the masculine or the feminine. For my feminines, perhaps you tend to, for example, attract toxic relationships. And you've got all of these other options in love that want to come towards you that are coming from a good place and a really good energy, but you're turning them away because you're in love with somebody that you're wanting to fix maybe, or somebody that deep inside it's not good for you, but you still keep trying to fix that situation is what I'm feeling. And then we have better off. Okay? Happiness, perspective, clear headspace. I feel this is an indication to you, Capricorn, that you might be better off without this person, or vice versa. That's how they might be feeling, that they're better off without you, perhaps. That there are consequences to the actions that have been taken here. And I feel part of the toxic vibe that's presenting itself here, Capricorn, especially on behalf of my masculines, is due to those intimacy issues. And it's going to keep popping up, as I mentioned, as long as it's not addressed properly. You both have to address your own separate issues here, whether you're coming through as masculine energy or feminine energy. You both have work to do here, I feel. I'm just kind of feeling that you both have karmic lessons that you need to learn in this lifetime. Okay, so let's add to this. This is a brand new deck called the Love Potion Oracle. This is by Jennifer Aquarius Tarot. And it does say twin flame on the top, but if you identify more with a soulmate connection or just a soul connection that you feel with somebody, you can still benefit from these messages. So let's take a look and see, Capricorn. Between you and your person here, are you guys meant to be, or is it really time to walk away from this connection and just start over elsewhere to find the happiness that you really do deserve? Oh my gosh, look at that, guys. I can't make this up. It says it's so over. So, and then look at the next card. Bad vibes. Holy crap. And I do feel that this might be something, Capricorn, that you would be better off detaching from because it's not good for you. Whoa. Look at this. As I was mentioning, guys, you and this person have connected in a past life. I feel this is the universe's way, your spirit guides, your angels, this is their way of having you stop the cycle, you know, this repeated pattern of these toxic experiences perhaps that you keep getting into time and time again, lifetime after lifetime, because you haven't learned the lesson. And your person could be on the same boat. We've got hidden secrets that are coming through here. Okay? Hidden secrets could be tied into deception, lies, secrets, something that either you're hiding from your person or they're hiding it from you. I feel it's my masculines in denial. So my masculines could be hiding the fact that he's got intimacy issues, that he has been abused in the past, and that he hasn't healed from that. What else, please? Angels and spirit guides. For Capricorn. Look at this. Love stings. The wrong kind of love? Yes, it does. And then we have this love potion that says stable. And isn't it interesting how that's falling right below better off? I feel by detaching from a toxic situation, Capricorn, and moving on, that's where your happiness lies. That's where you will find a love that is on stable ground rather than on a very rocky foundation, for example. But this clearly is letting us know that this is a connection that might really be over. All right, so let's add to this with some tarot messages. This is my brand new deck called the Tarot Teacher. Excuse me. I created this deck for those who are interested in learning how to read tarot for yourselves, or perhaps you're new at reading tarot and you want to just improve how you're able to read cards. This offers you upright interpretations as well as reversed meanings. So if this is something that you're interested in purchasing, that info is down below. All right, guys. What else do we need to know here, Capricorn? You guys are in separation for a reason, but this is letting us know so far that you guys might be better off continuing to remain in separation, which ultimately answers the question, are you meant to be? Perhaps not. There might be somebody else that you're meant to be with. We've got the Eight of Pentacles coming through. Okay, this is your own energy here, Capricorn, earth energy. It could also apply to Virgo and Taurus or another fellow Capricorn. This represents a new job, self-employment, working hard, high standards, repetitive tasks. That's interesting. Okay, so part of those repetitive tasks, I feel, Capricorn, has to do with these repeated patterns that keep popping up. You got to work hard to learn those lessons, okay? Some of you could certainly have gotten new employment or be self-employed for some of you. This is tapped into your passions, doing something that you actually love. And this is also perhaps you achieving your goals, or at least the desire to achieve whatever goals you have in mind for your life. Not just your love life, but every part of your life. We've got the Four of Wands here, which is picking up off of fire energy, which is such a beautiful card. Leo, Aries, Sagittarius for some of you. This is coming up in the upright. The Four of Wands is a twin flame card. The Four of Wands is an 11-11 card, letting you know you're on the right path, perhaps, or that this could be future energies. Once you detach from a toxic situation and get your life back on track, you will be successful. This is tapped into happy families. This could be family reunions for some of you. A cause for celebration. This could be a wedding. This could be a homecoming. This is also about teamwork. You and your person working as a team. If you guys can do that, then maybe there's a chance to salvage this. This could also be tapped into your self-esteem, whether that's good or bad. I have a feeling for now, Capricorn, you're not in a good place. Not just in your love life, but perhaps life is offering you some challenges right now that's preventing you from making progress here. But when it comes to love and romance, when it comes to this connection, is there a reunion possible? Yes, there is. But you might be coming into reunion with somebody that you really should not come back into union with. You know what I mean? Because you might be going back to something and someone that's coming through with bad vibes. And if that's the case, you're allowing yourself to get involved in a situation that's simply not good for you. We've got the Five of Cups coming through here. This is water energy. Some of you guys might be focused on Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. This Five of Cups is sadness, loss, grief, disappointment, despair. It's very heavy energy, abandonment, regret, failure, pessimism, crying over spilled milk. All of these energies attached to this card. And I feel especially for my masculines, this is what's contributing to those fears of being used and abused in the past. This is somebody who really needs a lot of healing. This could be you as well, Capricorn, if you identify with that, if you resonate with that. And then we've got two fives right next to each other. I mean, fives in tarot, it's tapped into adversity. It's very difficult energy. Okay, so swords, air energy right here. So we have every sign represented, basically every element. Earth, fire, water, and air. So the Five of Swords is feeling defeated, walking away. There's conflicts and competition that's attached to that card. You could be dealing with someone who was bullying you, or somebody who was very violent in some way. If that's somebody who did abuse you in that way, Capricorn, then it's picking up off of the vibe of this card. But this is a card of walking away, and I do hope that you do detach and walk away from a situation where somebody's using you and abusing you, whether that abuse is in the form of physical abuse or mental abuse, emotional abuse. It's time for a change, Capricorn. And I'm happy to see the Six of Swords here, okay? Because the Six of Swords represents calmer waters here. The Six of Swords represents healing, releasing a baggage from the past, releasing these fears, these intimacy issues, addressing all of that, moving forward from that, leaving it behind. It's in the past. It's time to move on, to move forward. It's time for you to overcome whatever hardships you've been through in your life, whether that's attached to relationships, family experiences, your upbringing, your love life. The Six of Swords is a reprieve. It's offering you some sense of relief in your life, Capricorn. If you're not there yet, if you're unable to relate to that, that's because you haven't gotten there yet. It's going to take some effort for you to get here. You first have to get past these fives right here. Sadness, loss, defeat. If you haven't walked away yet, it's time. It's time. That's what I'm picking up from that. We do have the Page of Swords. So we have quite a lot of swords coming through here. Air energy. So my Capricorns, you might be dealing with someone that's younger than you, especially if you're feminine. This Page of Swords is someone who is very curious. They have this thirst for knowledge. They can also be very restless and quick-witted. They tend to be very chatty. It's also a card of petty gossip. It's a reminder to think before you speak, you know? And this could certainly be picking up off of your own vibe too. Maybe you're curious as to what this person is up to. Where are they at in their life? But the Page of Swords represents delayed news as well. So you got to have some patience here as far as hearing from this person, if that's something that you're hoping for. But ultimately, I do feel that you're better off detaching. You're better off detaching. We've got the Ace of Pentacles coming through. This is your own energy, Capricorn. It is abundance, it's manifestation. There's another reference here to a new job and career opportunities. So if this is something that you're needing by way of money matters, improved stability in your life, security and prosperity, you got it. The Ace of Pentacles is a new beginning, a fresh start for you. So take advantage of that. So the Four of Swords, we've got more air coming through here. This is tapped into your fears, especially my masculines. Anxiety, stress, feeling overwhelmed. It's tapped into that mental overload. What you need is solitude. What you need is rest. What you need is relaxation time, recuperation time. That is what you need. That is what the Four of Swords is all about. Taking a break from a situation that has been stressing you out. Don't stress over something that you know is over. Because sometimes what's stressing you out the most is that you're fighting the decision to just admit that it's a done deal. And then we've got the Nine of Swords coming through as well. Okay, so this Nine of Swords tapped into more fears, Capricorn, more anxieties. This is tapped into insomnia and nightmares. Just somebody who's really unhappy, feeling hopeless, could be depressed, or just has this inability to cope with where things are right now. This could be you. This could be where you're at, just losing sleep over this. Or part of these anxieties and fears, again, could be tapped into toxic relationships of the past, whether that's romantic in nature or not. People that have hurt you, people that have disappointed you, Capricorn. That's something that needs to end as well. It doesn't just have to be in regard to your romantic connections, because family can be toxic as well. Family can bring you bad vibes as well. Okay, so take whatever part of this applies to your situation. So let's add to this with the romance angels. Let's see what else. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Capricorn. Two hearts in separation or going through challenges. But clearly what's coming through here is that you know, you guys more than likely are in separation. Are you meant to be? My gut is simply telling me that you're meant to find happiness elsewhere, that you are better off going in a different direction. That's what I'm feeling here, Capricorn. The person that you're focused on for this reading, I feel, is not good for you. That's just what I'm feeling here. Love stings, and it's going to continue to sting you as long as you refuse to learn the karmic lessons attached to this experience. What else, please, angels and spirit guides? There could have also been trust issues, Capricorn, between you and your person. The situation's calling for you to have faith. We have express your love coming through, okay? Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. If this is you, perhaps there's something that you've been really wanting to share with your person, or this is them wanting to come towards you with this romantic gesture. What I'm also feeling here, Capricorn, is you might be dealing with somebody who just loves to sweet talk you. You know, they pour on the sugar and the sweetness to be able to win you back or reel you back in to their life, into their heart space. But look at this next message, okay? It's time for you to free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life. It's over, clearly. That's what it's indicating here. Forgiving and learning is also coming through. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. Exactly. That is so needed here. So needed here. So I gotta tell you, this is the next card. There is a potential to reconcile with the person that you're thinking about for this reading, Capricorn. You have to just be mindful that who it is that you are allowing back into your life is not coming towards you with bad vibes. Otherwise, if that is the case, you're going to get hurt. You're going to get stung again. And really, I don't feel that that's what you're wanting, is to be stuck in this revolving door of pain and hurt when it comes to toxic situations. That's not what you're wanting here. So what I'm feeling here more so is for you to detach, move on, go in a different direction. That's where you will find the love you're looking for. That's where you're going to find a stable foundation for a future relationship, I feel. All right. So let's add to this with some additional guidance from my Heart and Soul Love Oracle. So yes, there's a potential for a reunion, a reconciliation with you and your person. I mean, we already have the apology, return, forgiveness card right there. So we do know they want to come back, Capricorn. And for some of you, it's you who wants to return. But just make sure you're not coming back to something that's toxic, that's not coming from a good place, you know? Angels and spirit guides for Capricorn, second half of September. Oh, geez, I can't make this up, you guys. Okay, it says moving on. I've had so much to think about lately, where I've been, where I am, and where I want to be. I know the road I've traveled. It hasn't been easy, but it hasn't broken me. I never thought I'd be traveling this road without you. It was always you and I. If our paths are meant to cross again, we will. For now, I have to move on. And that is the advice I feel that the angels are really wanting to convey to you, Capricorn. You also have free coming through here. You've had my heart right from the start. My heart comes with no conditions, no boundaries, no color lines, no restrictions. It belongs to you, all of it. Together, our hearts become one. Together, our hearts are free to love, to live, to just be. I can't help but feel that this is a message coming from the feminines here. And going back to this focus message from the feminine, I've turned down so many great people because it wouldn't be fair to them. I'm in love with you. Okay? And I feel in conjunction with this message that the feminine wants nothing more than to be together with the masculine. But my feminines, you really need to be careful to not reconcile with somebody who is not in a good place, because they are going to bring you down with them. Even if they have had your heart right from the start. You know, you might not have had any conditions or boundaries, but I have a feeling your person certainly could have, especially if you're feminine watching for a masculine. Even your own masculine is in denial about their intimacy issues and fears of being used and abused. It clearly says it here. And there could certainly be an imbalance in the solar plexus chakra. That's perhaps why it's coming through here. Something needs to come to an end if it hasn't already. I feel it has. And, you know, take that leap of faith, Capricorn, and see where life can take you aside from what you've already experienced. If you know in your heart of hearts it's toxic, it's not good for you, it's time to take that leap and go someplace else. That's where your happiness could certainly find you. The next card is clarity. Our relationship, oh my God, okay. Our relationship was not a healthy one. We knew it, but we chose to ignore it. At least I did. I allowed my love for you to cloud my judgment of what a good, loving, lasting relationship should be like. But slowly, ever so slowly, I'm finding clarity in my heart that there is a chance for me to find the love that I'm worthy of. Finally, I see the light. My feminines, I feel this for you, that perhaps you have allowed yourself to be in a situation that was not good for you before, and now you see the light, that you deserve way better. And look at the next card, Divine Feminine. So I really feel this for the Divine Feminine, that it is you who is moving on. It is you who has gained this clarity. And finally, perhaps ready to move on away from this toxic situation. Reclaim your power here, okay? Divine Feminine, I am powerful, but I can be fragile. I am strong, but I can be weak. I am beautiful, but I can feel ugly. I am laughter, but I can be serious. I am joy, but I can be sad. I am love, but I can be hurt. Take me for everything that I am. Don't try to change me. I am who I am. And the right person, my feminines, will not try to change you. They will love you for everything that you are on the inside and the outside. That is what's coming through from that. Okay, so let's add to this. Let's see what else needs to come through. So we're going to grab some dialogue messages here. We'll start with the Divine Masculine, the Thinking Man Oracle. This is my Volume 2 deck. So Divine Masculine for this Capricorn reading for the second half of September. What does this masculine have to say to the feminine? I'll be there. Followed by, we can't do in the 5D what I really want to do with you in the 3D. Certainly that could be tapped into those intimate moments. Maybe for now, that's all you guys have, is that fifth dimension interaction. Perhaps in the 5D, that is where this masculine is showing up, letting you know, feminines, I'll be there in the 5D, because that requires minimal effort. In the 3D, it's a whole different story. The next message. I wish life had a rewind button so I can fix us. So I can tell you all the things I wanted to say, but never did. So I can hold you in my arms and never let you go. So I can make us right once again. So clearly, this is an indication here in this reading, my feminines, that this masculine knows that he messed up. But sorry, masculines. Life does not have a rewind button. You can't travel back in time to undo the damage that's been done. Next message. I hate myself for taking you for granted. You were the only one that was always there for me. And now that you're gone, it hurts so much knowing that I can't fix us. Do you see this, my feminines? First of all, this masculine has to be able to fix himself before he can fix anything that's broken between the two of you. And look at this bottom of the deck. Again, this is coming from the divine masculine to the feminine. I love you enough to know you deserve better than me. So my feminines, even this masculine knows he's not good for you. He knows it. I love you enough to know you deserve better than me. So my feminines, you need to know that you deserve better than what you are allowing yourself to have with this masculine. That's what's presenting itself here. Wow. So let's grab some messages representing the divine feminine now. This is the Love Messages deck by High Priestess 1111. Angels and spirit guides for Capricorn. Divine feminine, what do you want to say to your masculine here? What do you want to say? My feminines. When I look into your eyes, I know I have found the mirror of my own soul. Okay? So for some of you guys, you really do feel that this masculine is your other half, your twin flame perhaps, your soulmate. This is your person. Ever since I met you, nobody else is worth thinking about. Exactly. That's why you've turned down all of these other options, all of these other people that have come in. And you say it yourself, feminines. I've turned down so many great people. It doesn't say I've turned down so many shitty people or toxic people. It says great people. Because it wouldn't be fair to them. But my feminines, you're not being fair to yourself either. I can't stop thinking about you. You are on my mind 24/7. I smile whenever I get a message from you. So what I'm feeling from my feminines here is there could be a part of you, and I just feel this for some of you. It does not apply to every feminine, of course. Just take it if it resonates. I'm just feeling for some of my feminines that there could be a part of you that just hasn't had the clarity that you need in order to really see this situation with the masculine clearly. And your judgment might just really be off right now. It could just be very clouded. And it's very interesting that this particular card where it says better off, it does say happiness, perspective, and clear headspace. Right now, you're not thinking with a clear head. Some of my feminines, I really don't feel that because this masculine clearly is not in a good place. And if they're not in a good place, the relationship, should a reconciliation present itself, will not be standing on a solid foundation. It just will not. You're going to end up getting hurt all over again, and possibly it might even sting just a little bit more should you allow a next time to be a part of this equation with you and this person. You're better off detaching. You're better off with somebody else. And if, well, you're really ultimately the only person that can come to that conclusion for yourself. Nobody else can make you do anything that you don't want to do. And that's just the reality of it. Okay, so let's go ahead and grab some messages from the Journey of Love deck. I've combined volume 1 and 2. This is by Bridget from Divine Essentials. So let's take a look and see, Capricorn, what additional messages need to come through here when it comes to you and your person. I do feel that you have the capability of finding happiness in your life, but you just got to be mindful that you're not attaching yourself to somebody that's toxic. Okay? So if this is something you've dealt with in a past life, just don't repeat that pattern of getting into one toxic relationship after the other. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Capricorn. For Capricorn, even these messages are hesitating to communicate. All right, there we go. Okay, this is interesting. So we have number 42. I can't stop thinking about you touching me, fantasies. So there could have certainly been a very intense, sexual, passionate connection between the two of you. And then we have this energy from this card coming from a place of truth. I swear it's true. Number 9 could also be of significance for some of you. But remember, going back to the solar plexus chakra, the number 27 breaks down to a 9. Okay, 9s tap into endings. It's a time of contemplation, as I've mentioned. And I'm feeling here from this masculine that they do tend to make a lot of empty promises. Some of you guys could have even been engaged to be married. We do have an engagement ring in this photo. Or you guys could have even been married or planning a wedding. And that could have been part of the problem, that they were not being truthful with you. You know, we do have the trust card that has come through here. So trust could have been a factor here in this partnership between you and your person, especially I feel for my feminines. Okay, so again, just be careful what you allow back into your life should a reconciliation present itself. If this person has done the work, learned the lessons, to not be coming towards you with these bad vibes, Capricorn, then sure, it can work out. I just feel that your person has a lot of work to do. And for some of you, Capricorn, this applies to you personally, that perhaps you know what it is that you need to do, but maybe you're failing to learn those lessons as well. So as long as you're coming from a place of truth rather than a false truth, then you'll be okay. You're giving your relationship a fighting chance here. And then we have number 17, twin flame, you are my other half. I mean, I already feel that that is certainly how this feminine is feeling, that my feminines, you see this masculine as your twin flame. They are the one you want. You can't stop thinking about this person. But remember, there's also this thing called false twin flames. Make sure this is the real thing. Make sure this is the real thing. And the bottom of the deck, number 25, is another reconciliation card. It's time to unite and work together now. And the key word here, or words, is work together. Because it can't just be you, Capricorn, putting in all the effort to make this relationship work. Especially if there is still some sort of toxicity attached to the connection. So the reconciliation part is the easy part. Coming back together, that's the easy part. Making this last long term, that's the hard part. If they're not good for you, if they are saturating themselves in this energy of a bad vibe that could have been could have been a part of their past life, and if that's still coming through here, what you're bringing into your life, Capricorn, might ultimately hurt you more than it's hurt you before. I feel this is something that can be avoided. It's something truly that can be avoided, but it's up to you, you know? You've got your own free will. Nobody can tell you it's like, uh-oh, red flag, don't go there. Well, they could, but that doesn't mean you're going to take their advice. So it falls on you to do the best thing for yourself. And your person has to do the same thing. Whoever is not good for the other has to recognize those red flags on their own. Or you're both just really not good for each other. That's a part of the reality for some of you, because it's clearly indicating here that it's so over, or it should be over, and that you're better off going in a different direction here, Capricorn. It's up to you if you heed that advice, of course, and it's up to your person to decipher for themselves what it is that they want to invest their time in. Clearly what they want to invest their time in is you, Capricorn, and you with them. But are you guys good for each other? That's the only issue here. If the work hasn't been done, if the lessons have not been learned, then no, you guys are not good for each other. And I don't feel that you're meant to be, not with someone who's toxic for you. Or you're toxic for them. Okay, so you got to be real with yourself. You got to be real with yourself. And your person, they have to be real with themselves too. Okay, so let's add to this, Capricorn. Let's grab some songs from my Heart Songs deck. And if you're not familiar with the songs, Capricorn, see if you resonate with the lyrics. All right. So you know what it is that you need to do, Capricorn. You either get yourself out of a toxic situation, or if you're allowing them back into your life, make sure that you get rid of whatever these bad vibes are. I would hate for you to have to repeat this cycle all over again for your next life. So whatever needs to be learned in this lifetime, learn it. If something's over, perhaps it's not worth revisiting it, you know? There's a reason why it's over. So trust in the guidance of the universe. Trust your gut, trust your instincts. Angels and spirit guides, what song? We do have Yours by Shy, okay? As I look into your eyes, I often fantasize about your kiss. And somehow I just knew that making love to you would be like this. I want to feel my skin against your skin, rub and kiss, and maybe then we can eat each other for dessert. Okay, so, I mean, clearly we know that there's this intense sexual magnetic pull that you guys feel towards each other, but that's not enough. Physical attraction, physical connection is not enough. We have God Only Knows by the Beach Boys. If you should ever, I can't read today. If you should ever leave me, well, life would still go on, believe me. The world could show nothing to me. So what good would living do me? God only knows what I'd be without you. I'm kind of feeling this for my feminines, you know, that maybe you've put all of your eggs into that one basket for this masculine, and you can't imagine a life without this person. the next card is If You Leave Me Now by Chicago. The city of Chicago could also play a significant role for some of you guys. Maybe this is where they're from or where you're from. A love like ours is love that's hard to find. How could we let it slip away? We've come too far to leave it all behind. How could we end it all this way? When tomorrow comes and we both regret the things we said today. Okay, so there's some regrets tied into this. But both of these cards are, it's all about someone that can't fathom the other person leaving, that their world is just going to shatter. It's the end of the road. It's the end of their life if, the other person leaves. So this can apply for my feminines. This can apply for my masculines. Take what resonates. But me personally, for what's come through here today, I really feel it for my feminines, that you can't imagine your life without this masculine. Even deep in your heart, he's not good for you. Just be aware, be mindful. You might just ultimately end up getting hurt way more than before. Especially if you guys have gotten back together, broken up before, gotten back together, broken up before. That could include past life energies, okay? So that's what I'm getting from that, Capricorn. All right, guys, so let us close this out with some final guidance from your angels, from your guardian angels. This may or may not have anything to do with your love life, Capricorn, but this is just simply final thoughts, final words from your angels for this reading. So are you meant to be with this person? Me as your reader, I would say no. But you've got your own free will, okay? And so does your person. That's just my advice here, that there's somebody way better suited for you. And my feminines, your masculine, straight up is telling you, I love you enough to know you deserve better than me. Can't make that up. It's right there. All right. And let me grab this bottom of the deck, which is a rainbow. All right, so we've got oneness. Someone you dearly miss is forever present in your heart. Remember, dearest one, that even though there has been a physical parting, spiritually those we love never leave us. Creation is eternal. Nothing is ever truly missing, for all is interconnected and ultimately one. What I'm feeling here, Capricorn, and this doesn't apply to everyone, of course, I'm just feeling this for those of you who have lost a loved one, perhaps a parent, a grandparent, a mentor, a sibling, a friend. They're still with you, even though there has been a physical parting in this world. Okay, I'm just feeling that. And maybe their energy, their spirit is here blessing this for you. And then bottom of the deck and final message is rainbow. You are a jewel, even though you may not see it. Even in the darkest times, you shine eternally bright. You are surrounded by an aura of love, and a pot of gold waits beyond the horizon. All will clear soon. Trust and continue to follow your dreams. You are eternally blessed. I feel some of you guys really, really, really needed this. Okay? And just knowing that you are blessed in your lifetime, Capricorn. Some of you guys might even be lucky enough to see an actual rainbow. Take that as a sign that you're being directed towards a particular path in your life, Capricorn, and just know and believe that this universe is going to direct you onto a path that's meant to be good for you, not bad for you. So trust in the guidance. Okay? So that's where I'm going to leave it, guys. I do hope that whatever part of this reading made sense for you, that it offered you the guidance that you really needed when it comes to this connection. And I know that just hearing that you're not meant to be with this person, that's not what you want to hear. But sometimes the truth hurts, and if this person is not good for you, if this is a toxic situation, it's time. It's just time to detach from it, because by doing that, that's loving yourself, Capricorn, enough to get yourself out of a situation that's really toxic for you. And that is the one choice that you need to make that perhaps could put you onto the right path towards happiness, in love, in romance, just life in general, where you can actually wake up every morning and know that you're in a good place and that you are finally happy. Okay, so that is what I wish for you, and I do hope this reading offered you some clarity that you could use. All right, guys, so if you're interested in your own personal private reading, that info is down below. That's it for now, and I'll see you next time. Take care.